Welcome back to my series, What Are Their Political Affiliations? Where every day this week leading up to the election, I've been diving into the political affiliations of each Real Housewives cast. Before we get started, and if you've been enjoying this series, please consider following me and helping me reach my next goal of 10,000 followers. This episode, we're talking the ladies of Potomac. Starting it off with the Democrats on the cast, or those who will likely be supporting Harris Walls in this election, which, spoiler alert, is pretty much everyone except for one, who I am a little unclear on, but we'll get to her last. Candace Dillard Bassett is actually one of the most political cast members of Potomac, past or present. She was selected for an internship in the Obama administration and was handpicked to work on his re-election campaign. She is actively pro-Dem on socials, she donates to Democrats, and she also worked to register voters and help reestablish voting rights for former felons. Wendy Osefo was also involved in the Obama campaign, and she was the director of family and community engagement for Barack Obama's program to fight poverty. She is a regular political commentator on cable news where she discusses her liberal views and politics, and she is actively pro-Dem on social media. Wendy has also been incredibly outspoken about BLM.
America has continuously alienated Black people and treated them as less than their white counterparts. And that's why I think people push back on Black Lives Matter, because to accept it is to accept that this country is inherently racist. And that's what the issue is.
I think it's safe to assume that she identifies as a Democrat, or at the very least, is certainly anti-Trump and supporting Harris Walls in this election. Ashley Darby supported Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election. She supports and follows many Dems on social media, including Kamala Harris, and she attended many Biden White House events. Safe to say she is voting for Kamala this election. I think it's also safe to say that Giselle Bryant is supporting Kamala Harris in this election. She is very actively anti-Trump and pro-Dem on social media. She follows AOC and POTUS on IG. Robin Dixon is also very actively anti-Trump and pro-Dem on social media. She supported Hillary Clinton in 2016, and she donates to Democrats. Sharice Jackson Jordan was supportive of both the Obama and Hillary campaigns. She attended the Women's March, and she donates to Democrats. Karen Huger is also very actively pro-Dem on social media. She follows the Obamas on IG, but she also follows Candace Owens, or the Candace Owens Show. So that's a little questionable, but I feel like it's safe to say that she's supporting Harris in this election. Katie Roast is very actively anti-Trump on Twitter. She doesn't follow any of the Obamas. She doesn't follow Harris. But I feel like it's safe to say she's not supporting Trump in this election, assuming she will be supporting Harris, who will be our first woman president of the United States. Stacey Rush isn't super political on socials, but she does follow Kamala on IG. So I feel like it's safe to say that she's also supporting Kamala in this election. Gonna be honest, I already forgot about her, but Aneka also follows Kamala on IG. I'm assuming she's supporting her in this election. Mia Thornton is apolitical on social media, but she does follow Michelle, Westmore, and Kamala on IG. I think it's safe to assume that she is supporting Harris in this election. Jacqueline Blake is also apolitical on socials, but she's probably going to vote how Mia votes. Let's be real. Girl is upset. Tiana Stewart follows Westmore on IG, but she doesn't follow any of the Obamas or Harris. But she did attend Wendy's political luncheon last season. I feel like it's safe to assume that she is supporting Harris in this election. Monique Samuels, I'm putting her in the leans Dem category because she is vocally very anti-Trump on socials, and she did support Biden in 2020, but she is an anti-vaxxer and was critical of Biden during his time in office. And rounding it out with the only one who I am unclear about, because she doesn't follow anybody political on IG except for Candace Owens. And you can't see her reposts on TikTok, so it's anybody's guess. Assuming she's going to support Harris, but you never know. For those asking, why are you doing this? Who cares? I wanted to share a quote from Sarah Galley, who is the host of Andy's Girls, which is a Bravo-centric podcast. She said, experts have found that these housewives have an impact on the way people behave. This is a country that elected a racist reality TV star as president, after all. So that's why it matters. Did any of that surprise you? Let me know in the comments. And be sure to hit follow because next I'll be doing the ladies of Atlanta.